Brian Boswell het die sirkus in sy bloed. Sy pa, Stanley Boswell, was die kleinseun van James Clements Boswell wat in 1911 na Suid-Afrika toegekom het en sy eie sirkus begin het. In 1982 het Brian sy oupa Grootjie se voetspore gevolg deur Brian Sirkus te stig. Die naam het in 2001 verander na Brian Boswell Sirkus, soos ons dit vandag ken. Deesdae bestuur Brian die sirkus met sy vrou Jane en sy dogter Georgina.
I think when the circus started, and we always used to come on school holidays, and then when I left school I tried to do something else, and I studied and I did a few things, and then I just ended up spending too much money on petrol trying to drive to where the circus was. So I think I've been full-time on the circus probably about 13 years now.
You do the lions, as far as I understand.
Exactly.
How long have you been doing that?
So working with wild animals, I'm doing now for 12 years.
And did you sort of, how do you become a lion tamer?
Just by chance. Just by chance. My career started actually, but I must say, since I'm a child, I'm so much in love with animals, all kinds. And I never find a way to make a job where I can work with animals. So before I was a dancer. And one way I was on the way to the work on the motorway in Germany, and I crossed somebody, or he crossed me, because he was taking over and making me signs to stop. So I said, why not? And it was one guy, he worked in a circus. So that was my first thing, how I met the circus.
Georgina was al die jare die sirkus se leeutemer, maar toe sy swanger raak met haar dogter Madison, het Rita die leiersbaan oorgeneem.
You're from Mongolia, and you and your family. And how did you guys end up in South Africa, traveling with a circus?
Yeah, first time in 1995 I come Boswell Sirkus, and now I'm 17 years here.
In sirkuskringe is daar vir byna elke ding 'n spesifieke woord, byna soos sirkusspreektaal en gepaardgaande etiket.
Ek's 'n josser.
'n Josser, is dit
die woord vir 'n ou wat nie 'n sirkusmens is nie, maar nou 'n sirkusmens is. As jy gebore in 'n sirkus is,
ja,
as jy 'n sirkus persoon soos Georgina,
ja.
Ek is in die sirkus, ek het die sirkus gejoin, so ek is 'n josser.
Martin said josser is like someone coming in.
A person who's not born in the business. I'm a josser.
Yeah.
Madison is a true circus person.
Yeah.
She's born in the business of generation.
Is there some sort of discrimination between true bloods and jossers?
Well, I suppose there is, yes. I've had some very funny arguments with people that have worked on the show before, and someone that was in the circus for 1 year and called me a josser, where I've been in the business longer than he's been alive.
Dis seker moeilik vir 'n buitepersoon om aanvanklik aan te kom.
Dit was moeilik in die begin. Dit my so, jy weet, vat so 3 maande, wat jy gewoond raak aan alles, en mense weet almal vir jou wys hoe om dit te doen. Jy weet, so goed wat gebeur die hele tyd. Jy moet dit doen, jy moet weet hoe om dit te doen, maar na so rukkie weet jy gerad, dit moet gedoen word, weet en dan word jy nou part of the team.
And some other examples of jargon?
The toba. What does a toba look like? That'll be somebody asking about the site we're going to tomorrow, meaning what does the circus site look like? Is it full of grass? Have they cut the grass? Toba. That means the circus site.
Lewe op die lang pad kan uitputtend wees, veral met die konstante neskop, net om 'n paar dae later weer op te pak. Maar dit pla nie vir almal nie.
So the traveling aspect itself, was it hard getting used to the lifestyle, packing up every day or nearly every day?
No. That's why I say who's making circus, he was really choosing that life. Otherwise you wouldn't accept it, because it's quite hard. You really have to love it to do it. But when I started 12 years ago with it, I just loved it. I never was a person who was really stable in one place. I always want, and I want to try that and that and that and that. I want to try everything, for now if I can do it, yes or not.
So ek het 'n vol badkamer vir my caravan. Dan het ek 'n mini gym. Dit is 'n spinning bike en dan my mountain bikes is daar binne my golfstokke. Dan het ek 'n vol kombuis. Madison se slaapkamer en dan die hoofslaapkamer agter. Dit is 'n groot caravan. En dan het ek ons het 'n vrou wat vir ons wasgoed in ons skottelgoed was, Linda.
Okay.
Sy doen alles.
So dit is maar dis maar soos
Huisbly.
kind of domestic, maar net
Ja, net op
jou huis kan beweeg.
Exactly.
Do you all have the same washing machine? Or the same make washing machine? What do you enjoy most about life on the road?
The changing. That it's not going in too much a routine. We get a certain routine, of course, but not that much like as when you're living in an apartment, going every day the same way to the work and coming in the same day, the same hour back from the work. Of course, in towns it gives other works too. But
how many people are coming? Okay, so you use one of those vouchers. Yeah, you can use one, because each voucher is going to be for 2 people. Can you not bring another person with you? Then you get 2 free, you buy 2.
Maar het 'n rondreisende sirkus nog enigsins 'n toekoms? Of is hulle daar getel?
This is traditional family entertainment, and I don't think that's available readily in any other form of entertainment. So I hope so. I really do.
If you were to make a prediction.
It's too hard to make a prediction, I wouldn't like to say. And obviously I will let Madison do whatever she wants to do. You know, so if she wants to be in the circus, that'll be great, and if she doesn't, also fine. You know, circus life's not for everybody.
Party mense hou nie daarvan dat wilde diere in die sirkus toertjies doen nie.
I don't believe those days are over. I believe there will always be a need for circuses, travelling circuses. However, the biggest problem here, which I'm sure everybody's aware of, is we're going into an era now where there are a lot of outside people, not in the business, that don't want animals in the circus. Now, traditionally for hundreds of years, animals have been used in the circus. Unfortunately, a lot of circuses have treated animals so badly that they've gained a reputation, and circus has become synonymous with, oh, don't go to the circus because they don't treat the animals well. Now, it's like a bunch of people. There'll be one bad apple in the group which will spoil it for everybody else. There are more circuses in the world that take very good care of the animals than there are circuses that don't. And unfortunately now in South Africa it's becoming I could use the word perhaps witch hunt, where there are people determined to stop performing animals in the circus, and if that happens then we are in trouble. But here I can say Jane and Brian, with this circus, I've been here 20 years now on the same circus, and in my whole 20 years that I've been here, I've never seen one incident of neglect, of where animals have been left for days without water and food. I've never ever seen that. And Jane and Brian, I can definitely say that he's bent over backwards to make sure that the animals which he carries, which entertain the circus public, are looked after very, very well.
Dit wil voorkom of die tradisionele rondreisende sirkus in Suid-Afrika nog heel gesond is, maar net tyd sal leer wat die toekoms vir die groot tent en sy mense inhou.